Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to yet again another video review. This time, everyone, we're going to finally be taking a look at the much anticipated figure of the year. Oh my god, holy shit. I was going to say it'd be the final figure of the year, but I'm saving that for another Prime. But this Prime, we're going to take a look. This time, everyone, we're going to be taking a look. The much anticipated figure of the year. It just arrived, funny enough. Like, it just arrived. Holy, I mean, yes, it's Christmas, or Christmas at the time of this recording. Snow's pretty hefty, and wow. So, but anyways, guys, this time, everyone, we are going to be taking a look at the much anticipated figure that is the Transformers Generations HasLab Legacy Ultimate Class Omega Prime from Robots in Disguise 2001, or Car Robots if you're from Japan. So yeah, just a basic box basically. There's not really anything detail wise or anything, so but essentially here is the box. So we're just gonna plop this down and we're gonna bust this guy open. So holy shit. Anyway, so some things might be off camera, some things may be off camera, may not, I'm not sure. So anyways, let's yeah, it's quite the box. It really is. I mean, thankfully, no, like, there isn't anything, like, if you remember the HasLab Unicron from last year, which was like, what, a figure from 5 years ago. Oh, geez. This is 11 pounds. That's half the weight of HasLab Unicron. Like, holy shit. Anyways. So, knife, and we'll just cut this thing open. So, here we go. Alright, so man, this is reinforced. So yeah, and now I am aware, before I continue, I am aware of the quality control issues with this figure. In terms of some copies, some of the plastic yellows, one of the joints in Optimus Prime is like broken or something when you like whatnot. So I'm going to be really careful with this. So yeah. So I'm going to make sure to keep the box just in case anything breaks. So yeah, there's a little cardboard there. There's that. Oh man, this is like, oh geez, this unboxing feels familiar. There we go. Pop that up to the side. And then here's yet another box. What the fuck? Anyways, so we'll open this guy again. Go. There we go. There is that, and then you can see. There we go. Ah, yes, and then we got more cardboard bits. And man, of course I want to be very careful with this figure, so I don't want to. I'll try it from this way first, see if... Oh, wait, this might work, this might work, come on. There we go. I was originally going to flip it upside down and then there you go, but anyway. This is all going to be... And of course I usually recycle, but I'm going to wait until after the fact. Until I find out, okay, is my copy broken or whatnot. So anyways, here he is out of the box. Here he is. So let's flip to the review table and transform roll out. And there he is. There is HasLab Omega Prime. You can see there he is out of box. You can see how, man, I pre-ordered this guy, what? Funny enough, sorry, let me rephrase that. I was one of the people that backed this figure up, actually. Crazy. This figure's probably going to cost like probably $4 or $5 grand on eBay. Anyways, So here's the front of the cover. There's Omega Prime on the front. There is Optimus Prime, or Fire Convoy. I think that's what he is in Japan. And here is Ultra Magnus on the other end. The name is a Japanese name. Japanese name escapes me. So, and then on the top, you can see. I'm just gonna be very careful here, but you can see there's both Prime and Magnus, and you can see there's Omega Prime. I think that's probably because they did a lot of, they did combine quite a bit in the anime. So there's that. And then on the back of the box, you can see that there is everything. There is Magnus. There's Magnus in his car carrier mode. There is Blue Bolts, which is basically his all his weaponry as a transformer, which is pretty cool. And then there is Cerebros, which, Cerebros is part of the Brave Maximus. It's unlikely we'll get a Brave Maximus. I'm not entirely sure. Hard to say. Never know. And then there's Prime. There's Optimus Prime there. There's his fire truck mode. There's his the base mode for his the rest of the fire truck, and then there's his basic super mode. So and then there's Omega Prime at the top as he wields the Matrix Blade, which you only see one time, and that was the finale when Omega Prime basically using the power of friendship. Literally, that's what happened at the end. They used the power of friendship from all the humans and positive energy, and they defeated Galvatron. So yeah, and of course this is not Beast Wars 2 Galvatron. Of course, the Megatron Galvatron is far different from the actual Beast Wars Megatron from the actual Beast Wars. I wouldn't be surprised if HasLab did RD Megatron, like RD, Car Robots Megatron, because God, that was the original figure was crazy. Like let's see, a 6 changer, and then Galvatron was like 10 modes. Like, what the hell? So yay! It's wow. Now, of course, you remember HasLab Unicron. It was just, we just popped him out of the box. He didn't have a box within a box. So, yeah. So, give me a moment, and I'm going to pop this guy. Actually, no, screw it. We're just going to... there we go. There is... I got to get my... Probably... Yeah, so we're going to be... I'm aware of the sequence of boxes. I think there's five elements in this, so we're just gonna pop this bit by bit, and we'll go from there. So okay. Let's see, how does it work? Okay, so there's 5 boxes. Holy shit. Box 1, box 2, this is box 3, box 4. All right. Ooh. Didn't like that. So let's start with the box in the middle here. So let's see here. Open this guy up here. Oh, it's okay. So we got the instructions. We've got, I think this is Blue Bolts. Yeah, this is Blue Bolts and all of his shebang. And there is, and there's like the rest of it, I think, like the rest of, I think this is the stand, I think. There's Cerebros. So, yeah. Okay, so that is box 1. Okay, box 2. Oh, okay, so in box 2 is the Matrix Blade. Oh my god, this is be warned, don't actually use this in life. Like, don't wield this in real life. I'll just warn you, just saying. This is fucking crazy. This is a big ass blade. Jesus Christ. I mean, wow. So, wow. Box 3. Let's open this guy up here. And would you look at this? Let's open and see. Okay, so here we have. Oh yeah, this is the. There's the. This is. Here is the chest piece of Omega Prime, and there's his turbines for the final robot mode, which is pretty cool. And then let's see, and then get all this plastic out of the way. There is Ultra Magnus. There he is. There is the Ultra Magnus. So, oh geez, might be 2 Ultra Magnuses this year since I since I technically did look at the 86 Studio Series 86 Ultra Magnus. So, holy shit. Anyway, so yeah, I'm looking over this guy here just to make sure. Making sure that, okay, it looks like there is no yellowing on the plastic. Because that's what a lot of people have said. Okay, there's yellow, like people on some copies of their iteration that, you know. So yeah, we'll put Ultra Magnus off to the side, along with the others, and we'll go from there. TJ Omega, I feel TJ Omega, I sent your pain from your review. I don't want to share the same pain as you did or anyone else. Anyway, so here is the final box. Optimus Prime. Optimus Prime, here we go. Pop him out of the box. And jeez, that's a big ass fire truck. Okay. 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 Alright, so, oh, and it looks like, before I forget, don't wanna, he does have a pivotal accessory. That is, I think, if I recall correctly, this is his basic blaster, and I believe this acts as a third wheel for fire truck mode. So we're gonna get to, and we're gonna, like, okay. As you see, the unboxing video, the unboxing part was a separate video. Or not, I don't know. And there's just other pieces, we're gonna get to them. So, yeah. So, give me 5 minutes, and we'll get these guys ready in their vehicle modes, or individually. You know what I mean. All right. Okay, we are back with the first part of the setup, and that's, of course, will be the Matrix Blade. So we'll pop these guys out, making sure that nothing just that, of course, falls on the ground. And then these are like the hilts, I assume, so just pop these guys off best as we can. There we go. Throw that away. Okay, after looking at a bunch of tutorials and looking at the instructions, this is the true way to transform the Matrix Blade to its true form. Take one of the hilts, put it there, or click it into place. You'll find that there is a little notch there. You want to fit it as far as you'll go, and then take the other hilt piece, squeeze into place, and bada bing bada boom, there you go. There is one Matrix Blade. Holy shit. Like, oh my god, like, this is the biggest sword I have ever seen in Transformers history. Like, what the fuck? I remember it being really big in the show, but my god. I mean, yes, it was seen for one time, and it was used to destroy Galvatrons, so there's that. Anyway, okay, so I guess we can move on to Ultra Magnus next, because he's got some things that he's got a Ugh. A lot of pieces to deal with, so let's get to him. Okay, and here we are with Ultra Magnus. So essentially, this one is a little, not too bad, so basically we have to put the bumper on him, and of course attach the turbines on Omega Prime's head. So yeah, to do this, flip up the grill as far as it will go, and then of course we'll set this off to the side. There is one turbine, two turbines, and the chest. The chest feels a little dense and heavy. Man, I love the chrome detail. It's so good. Really just is incredible. I have not... Oh, it's amazing. It's amazing. Okay. Now, of course, there's a couple notches at the... Okay, there is a couple slots right around the edge of where the bumper is. And then I think yeah, I'm not going to name names, but actually, no, screw it. So basically what you want to do is you basically want to line up the chest piece with the front of the truck, and then you can just attach the Autobot symbol to the, the grill to the thing here. So fold that, fold that down as far as it'll go. But yeah, just leave that flipped up, and then you just want to I don't want to fiddle with this too much because this is a very delicate process. Okay. Hold on. Okay. So apparently I kind of, so what you want to try to do is you want to try to attach, the chest piece to the Autobot symbol. There we go, like that. Make sure it's flush. It doesn't fall off, of course. Then you can, without it popping off, of course, there we go. That's satisfying to hear. Make sure everything is lined into place. Flip these guys back, and they'll graciously tab into the front of the truck. And then for the Omega Prime turbines, which is actually pretty tense, if you know what I'm saying. So you want to open. Well, actually, first you want to do. Just untab these guys here, like just the sides of the car carrier, and then let's see. No, it does not. Okay, sorry, I'm just I'm not gonna test this guy here because, Alright. So there's the Omega Prime here partially dealt with. Nope, that's not how it goes. But, there we go. Just fold this guy back and then spread these guys apart. Okay. Then you'll have enough clearance to flip the Omega Prime head back, and then you can let's attach the turbines. I know some assembly required. It's like Unicron, getting his rings on. Well, one of them ended in the driver's seat. It's all right. Fish him out of the driver's seat. Turbines do not drive the fucking truck. There we go. So we got one turbine. Love the gold. Really, really, the gold looks so cool. And then, there you go. There is the other, there's the other turbine, and, yeah. That's pretty good. And I think if I recall, in the actual series, the turbines themselves, oh shit, they kind of like, were like this. So, at least on my copy, you have to basically pop them out, stick them back in. But yeah, but basically, fold these guys back as far as they'll go, and then try to flip the head back in without further bourgeois. Oh. That's a bit of a... And already I can see the gold starting to chip away. Please do not have gold plastic syndrome, you dumbass. Anyway, there we go. Might be a little bit... Yeah, you know what? I'm just gonna leave it as is. Then we can fold back Ultra Magnus's components, and then sort it out. And there's basically Ultra Magnus in his completed car carrier mode. So let's okay, that was intense. Okay, let's get to the rest of the accessories with Cerebros, Blue Bolts, and other accessories. Let's go. Okay, here's the penultimate, not penultimate because there's a few bits here, and then of course we're going to get to Optimus for last. But basically, here we are. Here is the rest of the components. We have basically the components that make the stand / space bridge, Cerebros, and Blue Bolts. So yeah, let's do the space bridge first. So we're gonna get these guys out of their confined prisons, and then Blue Bolts will set off for its own little shebang later on. Get these guys out of here. Get these guys out as well. Get the other component. Get the other half of the space bridge dealt with. There's a couple of missiles here, which I believe those are for. I think those are for Blue Bolts and for Ultra Magnus there. So we'll get those off to the side. Take this stand right there, take this stand, pop it out, take this stand, damn you, pop it out, and then take Cerebros and pop him out of his little plastic shell. So to form the space bridge, what you need is, of course, you have the two little bits here, and then there is these connectors. We connect them on each side, so we'll take one end here, one end here, and kindly connect those like that. Take these pieces here on the end, and we will connect them underneath. Sorry, a little bit off camera, but there's these holes underneath here. Just connect these guys like so and like that. And then there's these two little parts here. We'll get back to that one, and then we got the separate stands. So think. Oh wait a sec. I think these guys connect. Like, there we go. There we go. So those are for the stand. I've had. I was dumbfounded for a second. What the fuck? So find the hole to the component, and nope. Oh, kind of got one stand, and now we got to do the other other bit. Yeah, so because both stands are different from one another, so oh, there we go. There's the there's the sweet spot. There we go. Oh, sorry, there's a bit off camera, but same thing. There's your stand, and I think you can connect these. Like if you separate them, you might be able to. Hold on, let me try something here. Just taking the. This is a bit of a hassle and a half. But you don't really need the stands, but essentially you connect them to the ramp and everything. You can also, you know, in vehicle mode, you can just place, because of course that's how, in the actual RID anime, that's how the Autobots transported from location to location on Earth. So it was pretty neato with that. But yeah, so but Cerebros, there he is. He's basically he's like one of the Titans Return Masters. So basically, postability, same thing. Head full 360, legs fully posable, and of course, flipping around, and there is Brave Maximus's head. Hooray! So there's that. But of course, the purpose for Cerebros, he pilots Prime's base mode. Like, so there's that. All right, so let's get to Blue Bolts. I'm sure he's, you know, I'm sure we got a lot to discuss with him or her on this one. Okay, so here we are. We are at Blue Bolts. So Blue Bolts, of course, Ultra Magnus's primary weapon function. She's get her out of the box here with the flick of the scissorette. Got one arm. Come on, this one here. Come on, there we go. Now we should pop her out, and we'll get all of the shavings, not the shavings, but these, whatever you call these, uttered away into fuckness, and there we go. Okay, so anywho, Blue Bolts. Articulation in robot mode, full 360 degrees, up and down, side to side, arm full 360, up to the side, bend the elbow, rotate. Articulation at both rotational elbownets, waist due to transformation, legs forward and back, out to the side, bend to the knee, rotate. And, well, has a bit of ankle tilt. Her face looks pretty cool. Is very, very evocative and beautiful, just outstanding. Really is, like, really. Alright. So, not much to say, really cool, what can I say? I'm just blown away. And, yeah, before you ask, of course this is all one video, the unboxing, and then all of it. So let's get to Blue Bolts' transformation to weapon mode. So first thing to do, flip up the feet. Next thing to do is rip open her arms. Then, spun the waist violently. Rotate the legs like this. Then what you want to do is pop open the chest, open the back half of this, make sure that this is flush, close up the chest, take, I think it's, oh, it's this way. You can just flip open the sides of the weapon mode, take the arms here, or take these white connectors, push them in, like that. And then, last little thing is to, well, of course, attach the armaments. So, oh, and you probably want to flip this up. There's probably the targeting system. So, sorry, I mean, there are many ways to achieve this, you know. Sorry, I'm just... There we go. So, we'll just do it this way. I know there's an official way of doing this, but I decided, yeah, you know what, let's just do it this way. And there is Blue Bolt's in weapon mode. Looks pretty cool. Really amazing. Pretty outstanding and whatnot. So now the final step of this is getting Optimus Prime ready. So let's go. Okay, and here is Optimus Prime in his fire truck mode. Looks pretty amazing and whatnot. So there are a couple things we just got to get off first. So we'll just cut open. If I can cut through. There we go. Get this little bit of all right. That's just a bit of a warning label on that. Cut this guy open, just a bit of cardboard and some bit of plastic for that, and then we can just slide the protective bonnet right there. We can just flip the sirens like this. Then we'll attach the wheel, and I think the wheel goes something like, I think if I recall, the original figure, there was a port. There we go. So that's where the I don't know, it wouldn't go under the crotch. I think there we go. It goes something like, okay. So slide that in there. Yeah, because there's a notch and a bit of a slot or two, so there we go. There's where the gun would store. And then, of course, get this out of the way here. Just get this last bit of plastic out of the way. Here is the super mode ears for Optimus. So we'll just flip them, put them on this way. So I think the Omega Prime head and the normal Prime head are similar in a way. It could be the ears, the main difference. So yeah, we'll just pop them on here, pop on the ears. If they ever do a masterpiece of Asian mode Optimus Prime, they should include that detail where you can pop open the ears, kind of like in that one scene. So there's that. And there you go. There you have Optimus Prime all assembled and ready to go. And, wow. What can I say? Holy shit. I am thoroughly impressed. Like, I really am thoroughly impressed. So, and of course, just like with the Unicron, we're going to be real careful when we transform them to robot mode and to Omega Prime mode. So, anyway, so let's get on to the actual review of Omega Prime, shall we? Alright, everyone, back again. Welcome back to the video review, even though we're on the same video. Holy shit. Alright, so this time we're going to take a look at Ultra Magnus from the HasLab Omega Prime. Holy shit. Alright. So basically, for those who haven't seen the RID, the Robots in Disguise anime car robots, basically Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime are brothers, sharing the power of the Matrix, even though Magnus wanted the power for himself. Then, I think it's halfway through the series, seeing that Optimus Prime is down and out thanks to the combined force of Megatron, the Predacons, and Scourge and the Commandos, Ultra Magnus, reluctantly saves Optimus to become Omega Prime, and then because Magnus kind of bounces back in and out kind of thing, and then by the end of it he realizes, oh fuck, I have to save my brother. So anyway, it's pretty amazing. Okay, so here's Ultra Magnus. He's a car carrier. You can attach as many as you want, not many as you want, but you can put 1, 2, 3 at least. Think of maybe 1 or 2 less than the Studio series, I'm not sure. Anyway, the primary colors mostly for Ultra Magnus is blue, white, gray, yellow, gold. Nice little blue Autobot symbol in the front. I love this car carrier mode. It's pretty cool. You can see that that's where the Omega Prime head is, but yeah, we'll cross that bridge when we get there. When we get to the combined form, of course. And yeah, looks pretty amazing. Very, very cool. Love this car carrier mode. Looks amazing. Very, very imposing. Very just. I just love the crispness and the coolness of of this figure. Really is really impressive. Oh, I forgot to mention with blue bolts. My apologies. You can also attach the two missiles that I mentioned. I apologize. I stowed the missiles are meant to go on the front here. My bad. Oh. Wrong way, you dumbass. Anyway. Yeah, so I think that's how the missiles go, like that. And then the I think, if I'm not mistaken, there's a few pegs and holes that you can attach the weaponry. We'll get to that. We'll come back to blue bolts, but anyway, Magnus was pretty cool. I love this truck mode, really amazing. You saw in the unboxing we had to kind of transform to fit Omega Prime's turbines in there. That's why the cab is a little bit, because I don't want to break anything on this, so keep in mind. There is something, though, you have to keep in mind with Ultra Magnus as well. Thanks to Pia for pointing this out in his review. So, anyway, the car camera looks great. It rolls along pretty nicely. Tires aren't really dense rubber, but anyway, looks amazing. All in all, love the car carrier mode, love the truck mode, looks amazing. What more can I say? Okay, enough dilly-dallying. Let's transform into robot mode. To get to robot mode, just like we did the unboxing, so just like before, untab sides of the car carrier. It's the other way. Flip these back, and then split them at an angle, and we're going to get to that. Then this actually separates, so you see there's a couple of, you see where the back wheels are, where the back of the truck is. So what you need to do is come to where the feet are, or the back heels, and you're supposed to untab these guys. You're supposed to unclip them, essentially. There we go. It was a lot easier than I thought it'd be. Okay, then just flip around to the other side. Do the other side as best you can. There you go. That, and then we'll start with the lower half of the car carrier. So what you want to do is Of course, they heavily base off this in the original. I never owned the original figure. Just disclaimer. So untab these guys here. Then flip around these pieces like that. Okay. Then you want to separate. Sorry. I apologize. This is okay. So separate the feet. Then this is a cool part with the feet. You want to take this, flip it back, and then flip this guy around like that. Then take where the feet is, or this is going to be the foot here. And then you want to flip, okay. Pull this down, flip it back, and push it. And there's your obligatory heel piece. That's pretty neat. Really, really cool. And then, of course, you want to keep in mind. You want to also flip. Come here and flip the waist. This is going to be the lower half, so flip this guy up, and there is one foot. We'll do the same thing on the other side. So pull this guy down first. Pull this guy down first. Flip back the car carrier piece. Pull up the waist like so. Then what you want to do is you want to pull. Damn it! Shit. Sorry. I just want to make this count. What you want to do? This is. Yeah, I've been told that some of the other guys. So untab, then slide, push back, and then slide along the axis like that. And that's basically that in a nutshell. And then pull this guy back, push this guy forward, and then we will slide the pieces together. Or there we go. And that's basically the lower half of Ultra Magnus. That's essentially that. And then for the rest of the upper half, what you want to do is flip. Actually, no, don't do that yet. You just want to untab because basically what you want to do is flip these guys forward. These dark blue pieces, baby blue pieces. Yeah, flip this is going to be the wings, of course. So make sure that those are secured. There's the hand. So open those up. And what you want to do is, once you have enough clearance, there we go. A little elbow grease. Then you should be able to push. The back wheels up into the arms. Push the arms up like this. Fold them down like that. Rotate. Rotate the arms like that. And you can flip the hands like that. Okay, and then for the chest piece, untab it, flip it up, make sure it's connected solidly, and then connect to the back like that. So we don't have to worry about that. Come to this part here, flip it down, and that's going to be imperative because that's going to be for the lower half of Ultra Magnus' robot mode. Then flip these pieces, flip this around like that. Flip this guy back, and then make sure that the wings are secure. A lot of people, and this is disclaimer, a lot of people have had copies where they've had to use excessive force to push the wings in to lock them into place. So just be very mindful when you transform them. And yes, that's bound to happen, where parts like to fly off for no reason. That's okay. Sorry. I'm not sick, I'm just, you know. Okay, so, oh, sorry, that was the chest there. We'll flip that. I think it's something like, okay, there we go. There, now we're talking. So we'll just, okay, there we go. Then we can flip these. It's not really clear cut, but anyway. Then what we can do is open the chest, and then we can see there's a matrix right there, so that's pretty cool. What you want to do is rotate this around. There is the head. Then we can close the chest up, make sure it's connected, of course. And once the fuck again. Sorry. I apologize. I can. Anyway. There will be a explanation on various interruptions at a future video. Okay, and this piece likes to pop off for whatever reason. Okay, just there we go. Okay, so just want to make certain that there we go. That the wings are like that. Make sure that the head is. There we go. Head's secured. And then we'll just flip these guys back. And then there's a couple notches, and then that's where the slots go to connect the giant final form of Ultra Magnus. Or I think sound of in the comments of the Japanese names for Magnus and, well, I know Fire Convoy and God Convoy, but Magnus has escaped me. But there you go! There you have Ultra Magnus in his robot mode, and oh my god, he looks amazing. He really does. He is so incredible. Really amazing. Just absolutely out of this world. I just cannot believe. I just can't believe it. Really, truly amazing. Really. With whole sincerity. Okay, articulation-wise, head can go full 360. Arms can rotate up to the side, bend on the double joint. You can rotate. The hands and the thumb are separate, so there's that. Due to transformation, he has no waist, but the legs forward, back, out to the side, bend at the knee. He can rotate. He has ankle tilt. This is really amazing. Of course, he has very giant heels, so I really like that. That's pretty amazing. He's a giant-ass robot. Take a look at Magnus's head. Looks very, very cool. Really just outstanding. Really amazing. The determination in the face there really is so cool. So really out of this world. Again, the weapons, you can attach blue bolts to the back. You can have him hold blue bolts. But again, those are going to be separate videos for another day, kind of thing. So there's that. Yeah. What was I going to say? Okay. So, a little bit too sound on that one. But yeah, you can definitely see there's the final form of blue bolts is like mode there. So anyway, all in all, okay, separately, Magnus was so cool. Highly recommended. Really amazing. Really awesome. Be wary of the yellow plastic the yellowing of the white plastic syndrome. Thankfully, mine does not have that, so that is one hurdle, like, I was able to overcome. Now, let's see how Optimus Prime fares in this one. Okay, here we are. At long last, here is Optimus Prime in his fire truck mode, and yes, I would so love to see. I just want to say this. I want to see, like, if it hasn't happened yet, a fire truck like this in Chicago Fire, like, at least, or an Optimus Prime cameo. Please, please, Wolf Dick, or Dick Wolf, please, please. Anyways, thank you. So here is the fire truck mode. Particles we'll see is, of course, red, blue, da-ba-dee-da-ba-die, and you can see the detail there looks so cool all around. You can see there's a seat there. You can put Cerebros there. You can operate the fire ladder and such. And it's pretty neat and nifty. So rolls pretty nice. The ladder itself will rotate, and it can, as I say, rotate. You can also even extend the missiles. Now, of course, the original toy, the original figure, it was spring loader. You could fire away. You could even flip forward the nozzles, and holy shit, they're on ball joints. You could even extend the ladder. I think. Can you extend the ladder? I think you can. I don't want to hurt myself doing this, so this is not like Jackass or anything, but still. Anyway, so we'll flip the missiles back. I think. Ah! Okay. What the hell was that? Alright. And it can rise and fall. And yeah, you can see just off camera. If I can. There we go. The whole thing can actually, you know, go up and down and whatnot. So that's pretty neat. I like that. It's pretty astonishing. So yeah, we can flip back the there we go. Sorry, I was in the moment there. So yeah, all in all, Prime's truck mode looks so amazing and badass. Really, really is. Okay, so with that out of the way, it's now time to transform to basic robot mode, and this is where a lot of people's copies have written their death certificate, just like that. So what you want to do, you want to unpeg these pieces from the side. So yeah, open up these little. That's for the super mode. So I'm going to be really careful here because I got to talk about this waste here. Okay. Now this here will be base mode. We're going to get to base mode later on, but let's get to the core robot. But we have to separate this first because this is also another component to all of this. So there we go. Just want to be very. This guy, he doesn't want to come off. All right, so be careful here. So this joint here is what has really, and it causes stress on the abdomen piece. By doing that, it causes the figure to crack under pressure. Like, not like, you know what I mean? The figure just likes to do whatnot. Jesus Christ. This. He's wedged in pretty good there. Sorry, I'm talking about this. There we go. What the fuck? Anyway, but fold. Okay, but before we do that, fold these silver pieces back like this, and that will cover the wheels here. That's going to be poured for robot mode. Flip the sirens back. Then, what you want to do is come to the front of the cab, untab, and then this is where, and I see no visual cracking, thankfully, so we're gonna do the upper half as we go along, but let's get to the lower half first. Also pop up this little gun here. Oh, you can also see C001, and there's Cybertron and Japanese lyrics, hieroglyphics and all that. So fold these guys back like this. Split them. Rotate these guys forward, but you can also fold. I'm going to do the lower half just so we can get that out of the way. Lock these into place. Come to the back. Flip around the feet. Flip around the heels. Lock them into place. Do the same thing on the other side. Lock them into place. Lock them into place. So there's your lower half. Now the upper half. So, as I said, a lot of people have had issue where, because there's a joint internally. Okay, I'm not explaining clearly, but PL showed, from what I saw in his review in particular, that all you need to do there is a fix. Well, two ways: send the item back, of course, or for replacement, or you can actually you can unscrew some components here. So basically, untab where the arms would be. So untab this, untab that, like that, and then push. Well, actually, don't push them yet because the chest is on like springs and such. Then, okay, sorry, slide these down, then rotate, then you can slide like there we go, slide the wrist. There you go, slide this up, like that, and you can turn the wrist. So that's what you can do with that, and then do the same thing on the other side. So do that, rotate the wrist, slide up out the panel. But now here comes because basically this whole piece will slide down. So have to be very careful. I think it's something like this. I'm being really cautious, by the way, because this is it's a pretty big component of the transformation. So, oh yeah, also open this up. Oh, fuck, that was one of the siren pieces. Okay. There we go. Just like that. There we go. There we go. Okay. Disaster averted. I see no cracks, but there's a bit of a tight squeeze. So I'm going to keep an eye on that, and then you can also flip back the head, close this up. That was a siren piece that flipped back with that, but we can also flip just like in the anime, flip this up. And there you go. There you have Optimus Prime in his robot mode, and oh my god, it looks pretty cool. Pretty amazing and stoic, I'll say. Articulation-wise, head go full 360, up and down side to side. Arms go full 360, up to the side. Bend at the elbow, rotate, has wrist articulation, and they don't open. Waist, legs forward back, up to the side. Bend the knee, rotate. He has full ankle tilt. Take a look at his head. Looks very, very cool. Love the translucent plastic here. It's so amazing and whatnot. Yeah, that wasn't really a good sound there with thankfully I don't see any cracks on my copy. So that was a bit of a so I might as well, like, once the review's over, I'm going to loosen the joints on Optimus here, and then we're going to go from there, because I do not want to have this figure, you know, implode on me when we do Omega Prime. But we got one more thing with Optimus here. But yeah, all in all, highly recommend if you get him solely. It looks pretty impressive and whatnot. It looks amazing, incredible. Holy shit, looks amazing. But now, it's time for the basic super mode of Optimus. So let's do it. Okay, but beforehand, we're actually going to get to his base mode. So set Optimus up to the side. And to get to base mode is pretty simplistic. Rise up the tower. Split open the pieces like those, and then fold the panel like this. Take the ladder, moves it down. Sorry, I'm just okay, and then we. And then basically, what we basically do is take the tabs here, open up the panels here like that, and you can do something like this. Tab into place. You'll see an official, well, of course this is an official transformation sort of thing. Do it like that, and there you go! There is Optimus Prime's base mode. Looks fucking amazing. Okay, back to the fucking super mode. Okay, so with that bullshit out of the way, it's time to super mode with Optimus Prime. So yeah, it's okay. Where do we begin? Okay, so first thing you want to do is you want to untab the back, and then you want to gingerly hold this. There we go. Hold this guy up, but you want to go is a little bit halfway, just where those notches are. So easy, easy, easy. Don't want to cause any cracking. So thank God there isn't any cracking. You want to take, what was that here? There's a joint somewhere. Oh, no, it's this here. Fold this guy back. Then, actually push it down just a little bit. There we go. There we go. And that will sit flush, and you don't have to worry about any breakage or anything. Okay, so actually, let's do this first. Take the hands here, and where they correspond, and make sure they're the correct side, of course. Make sure of that. So I believe, there we go. Now it's this. We'll do this hand here. That's where the hand one goes. Make sure this is also slid down. Then fold up all the panels and unite them as one. So hand number one. Let's do hand number two. So slide that joint down. Fold or peg this in, peg those arms in, and there's the super mode hands. Now the shoulder pads we'll save for last, so we'll get to the torso. put the main Optimus head, close that up. Fold the sirens down, of course. Make sure that they're secured as well. Yeah, just then take the fake save. Then this is where it gets interesting. You want to unpeg all of this. Oh, okay. And this is the feet. You can also have these as shoulder cannons for robot mode. So just want to make sure that they're on separate and such. But you want to flip up these feet like that. So then you can also tab them into place. So careful. Do that, and there we go. There's one foot. Oh yeah, and make sure to flip in the wheels there. Do the same thing on the side. Do this. Flip it in. Open up the panel, which there we go. Thank you. Sorry, I'm not on a time crunch. I'm eager to get to the Mega Prime one, the Mega Prime form, as it's been a figure I've coveted for decades. Let's say, like, it's been decades since. Now, of course, make sure to. Sorry, okay, connect the foot into place. Oh, heel was not flush, that's why I had trouble there. Okay, try again. There we go, come on. There we go. Get that connected. So there's that. Now, for the actual, to get this out of the way, flip back the ladder, make sure that this is flush, make sure that these panels are secure, and then there's a couple of notches here. There's you see there's a notch and there's a tab. You want to make sure that those are lined up correctly. Make sure that everything is secure. Okay, that was much easier than I thought. Close the chest. Make sure, don't fold this guy down. Then you can close the chest. Or not. Hey, sorry, this is a bit of a... Just going on a bit of a win here. Okay, and then you can separate that, close that up. There we go. Then we can click that up. And then we can also, last little bit of transformation, of course, is to take the shoulder pads and pop them onto the side here. Close these guys up. And the last little bit is flip up the turbines like that. And there you go. There you have Optimus Prime in his super mode. Oh my god, he looks pretty cool. It's truly amazing. It's almost like he was, it's based off like an actual like firefighter suit. Holy shit. Articulation wise, like the head is fully posable, go up and down, side to side. You can, I'm no joke, he used the turbines as guns there, so you can rotate them. It does limit articulation in some ways, but other than that, it's pretty much the same. So there's that. You can see, I'll show off that in a minute, but take a look at his head. Looks pretty amazing. Looks pretty dope, pretty amazing, and really love the colors. Really just out of this world. Now, if you look here in the super mode chest, you can see there is the other matrix for Optimus. So basically, you have two matrices or matrices. Matrices. There's two matrices, Optimus's and Ultra Magnus's matrix. Technically, they're sharing the same matrix, so it's pretty cool. You can also attach the matrix in the back of basic Optimus robot mode, so it's pretty neat. You can also, of course, he has his gun. You can have him hold the gun, or I'll just set it off to the side just for why not. But all in all, Super Mode Optimus looks pretty damn amazing, pretty awesome, and out of this world. So, with that being said, it's time for the big transformation into Omega Prime. Wish me luck. Okay, so here we go, everyone. Now it's time to do the final transformation, and that is, of course, into Omega Prime. Now, of course, I already have Optimus in his pseudo mid-transformation mode because it's imperative. It's just like the basic super mode with Optimus, but anywho. So we'll start with Ultra Magnus. Of course, it's a very... lay you down there for a minute. So Ultra Magnus transformation is pretty similar in a way. So what you want to do is we'll separate, and this is going to be imperative for transformation. So split the legs, if you can. There you go. Flip these guys back. So flip the legs back as far as they'll go. So kind of like in vehicle mode. So kind of, you know, same sort of dealio with that. I'll do that. There we go. Turn it around. There we go. So make sure that's, you know, like that. Then what you want to do is you want to extend the feet. This is going to be the Omega Prime feet. So then you want to make certain, flip this panel around, do the same thing on the other side, other foot of course. Hold this up, turn it forward like that. But you also want to make sure to fold this back too. Okay, yeah, so because essentially you have room, so that way you can put, you know, put this, this feet in place. Okay. So that's what excuse me for a moment. Okay, so there, partially. So make sure you flip this as far as it can go. So basically, you want to press the legs until space or cavity for the Omega Prime lower half. So this is the first time doing this here, like, you can do. Let's pull that back, compress. That's better. Okay, so yeah, we got the Omega foot figured out, I think. Because I think that's where the main, you know, thing of it all is. Okay, there we go. That's probably, there we go. Then we swing that around. And get that piece out of the way. There we go. So get that figured out. So there's like the whole thing for that. Okay, so for Ultra Magnus, it's up to you, old friend. We did. We turn this whole piece around. leave it like that. Then come to his hands. They will untab by themselves, like that. And that will give you the Omega Prime hands. Make sure that the normal Ultra Magnus hands are open for this part. And we'll come back to the feet as we go along, because, sorry, I'm just eagerly excited to look at, or to get Omega Prime here figured out, so. And if I miss anything, just let me know in the comments. There will be a full transformation, or full, sort of thing later on. So yeah, got that figured out. Come on. Ow! There we go. Sorry, I pinched myself there. Okay. So set the remains of Ultra Magnus's corpse there. I mean his body there. And we'll get to the feet. Come back to Optimus here. So where the thumbs are, make sure they're rotated. And just like in the show, make sure that the thumb is connected to the wrist, or plugged in, or not. So make sure that's. Let's try the other hand. Let's try the other hand and see what difference that makes. Oh yeah, because I think you're supposed to have. No, you can't slide that. The panels there for transformation on Optimus. There we go. There. Slide. Make sure that the panels are slid up, because with this won't work. Make sure that they're slid up. So let's try again with Optimus here. Make sure that the panel. There we go. Make sure that. Oh yeah, got to make sure that on both sides that everything is connected. Because I see. Okay, we'll try this. There we go. And then make sure that's connected. Make sure the thumb is inside there. Close that panel up, and then make sure all the panels are closed, and you've got one Omega Prime hand. And you can see there's the giant Autobot symbol there. Apologies if things are off camera, it's just I'm trying to look at where I am in this. So we'll do the same thing on the other side. There's one hand. Let's do the other hand. So connect this up. Make sure thumb that connects to wrist, if possible, because some things just don't like to, there we go. And there's the hands for Omega Prime, or the arms. Okay, the feet, that's where it's going to be really interesting. So give me one moment. I'm going to look at the feet transformation again, and we'll go from there. Okay, so we kind of may have botched the foot transformation just a tad. Just want to make certain that things are plugged in correctly. There we go. There we go. Fold that in. Make sure everything, flip this panel up. There you go. Get this all figured out. Do the same thing on the other side. You're supposed to make certain that, like in normal, like in vehicle mode and normal robot mode for Ultra Magnus, make sure the panels are solidified and whatnot. So yeah, open the panels like that. Next thing you want to do, you want to take we're going to take, just like in super mode, Optimus super mode, connect. You see there's a peg here, there's a hole there where Optimus' leg is. Make certain that that it connects like that. And then you can take this part here, close it up, and then flip. And the panel came out, that's okay. We'll pop that back in. Sorry about that. And then just wrap around, or just fold the panels like that. That's what I'm going to do for this, for the purposes of the review. Do the same thing on the other foot. Make certain that this is flipped back too. Okay, connect. Oh yeah, I gotta make certain that the feet are connected like that. There we go. Flip the heel in while you do this, and then same process. Take this peg it into that. Connect this thing here. I think this one's might be a little bit. There we go. Just don't know why I think it was second guessing or whatnot. And then connect. There we go. Connect this, and then just flip it back like that. So I'll try to put this piece back on, because I think by mistake, or not by mistake, it popped off when I was turned the other foot in. So we'll disconnect. We got one successful foot of Omega Prime. Now just gotta put this guy back into place, if I can. Excuse me one moment. Okay, I apologize. So basically you need to fold the car carrier panels, connect them into place, and make sure everything's compressed and whatnot for the lower half of Omega Prime. So that's pretty much the lower half of Omega Prime. Now we get to the upper half, and this is where it gets really exciting. So let's set the Optimus and the others off the way. Let's get to the rest of the transformation. So what you want to do, there's the Omega Prime chest. Take Ultra Magnus's chest piece, flip it up like this. Flip open Omega Prime's head, so it's where it gets really intense and such. Then flip forward the chest piece from earlier. So just keep it there. Rotate these blue pieces forward, and it's a separate piece. I like that, it's pretty cool. Make sure these are on tab too, these little, and it's going to be pivotal when you attach blue bolts in weapon mode, if you so choose. I might show that off in the review, or in and whatnot. So yeah, of course this will tuck away Ultra Magnus's head, so just make sure that that will slide down. That will slide down. The blue panels, let's do the blue panels first. Rotate them, or pop them up and put them back as far as they'll go. I mean, there we go. So, because this is where we attach the, okay. Also, before I forget, sorry, just gonna get myself positioned here. What you want to do is take the the back windows of Ultra Magnus, or in truck mode, and that will secure the chest piece for Omega Prime. That was a bit of a problem with the original figure for whatever reason. but I'm glad they were able to rectify it here. Flip open these where Ultra Magnus' wheels are, like this, and then fold these guys back. This is going to be imperative, like, for securing the robot mode. Take Omega Prime's head, make sure it's folded back. We're going to get to the chest and everything and whatnot. And literally, I am wearing my sunglasses. The sun's beaming down. The winter sun is beaming down on this. It's really cool. Want to make certain, though, that you're supposed to fold the chest and compress it, I think. Oh, no. Nope. Doing the right thing. Doing the right thing. Okay. And just like... Oh, actually, let's do the wings first. Make sure that they're compressed. And whatnot. Or that they stay where they are. They should be. Sorry, it's a little off camera. Apologies about the off-camera stuff. You're not going to see any repeat of this when once you see him in sort of Origins. So I'm just telling you right now. Fold these guys back because it's going to be imperative for the robot mode, whatever. Make sure Ultra Magnus' head is flipped back. Then we take Optimus, take Ultra Magnus, and we it's similar to the basic super mode. Find the notches, I think. There's a couple tabs here that will ultimately tab into all this, but you want to fold down and fold forward there we go. Sorry. Like, push this forward as far as it'll go. Close the chest. And I think there's an extra joint or two. Okay, there we go, there we go. There we go. That will push the Omega Prime chest into place. There we go. Connect the chest. Make certain everything is into place. Okay. Say a prayer, Omega Prime. I need you to stand for me. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Then what you want to do is you want to make certain that chest is secure, everything's secure. Legs would be a little rectified a bit. Next thing you want to do is you want to take the wings, take the backpack, or take these panels here on the back, rotate them back like this so they're out of the way. Yeah, that can stay there right where it is. And then last little bit of transformation is take his turbines, rotate them like that to give you the full-fledged transformation and such and whatnot. And wow, sorry, that's just my expression. There you go. There you have Omega Prime in his combined mode. Oh my god, looks amazing. He looks beautiful. He really absolutely looks so amazing. I don't know what I can say. I am so thankful throughout this process that one, there was no yellowing on the plastic. 2, that the slide joint on Optimus did not cause any cracks, did not cause any breakage. I'm thankful for that. I'm also thankful that this review went off successfully without a hitch. You know, it was just, oh my god, wow. But the basic articulation, it's similar to the Super Mode Optimus, you know, rotating the hands and such. The Super Mode head is just like the fully posable kind of thing. So there's that. So, wow, alright. Take a look at his head. Looks very, very cool. Very, very awesome. I'm going to adjust the antennas just a tad. So they're kind of like, what they were in the anime. So man, Omega Prime looks amazing. Like, he really is fucking beautiful. You can see the beautiful chest. It's so beautiful. It really is. It's a beautiful figure. Again, I may have fudged up on the transformation a bit, so forgive me. You're going to see a lot of officialness in the official once we get there. Alright. I can't end the review without the Matrix Blade. So, apparently, Omega Prime can't hold the weapon well. Like, so let's try. I'm gonna pose him holding because I think there's like some 5mm ports or something. I don't know. So we'll do it this way. Just because. Yeah, as you can see, it causes a bit of a counterweight. So no, it can't. But if I rotate the blade like this, and there is some pegs and slots to hold the blade. So yeah, I'm not gonna even. And just like that, off screen, the blade falls apart. So anyway, we're not gonna worry about that. Let's see, 1, 2, 3 pieces, I think it was. Thank goodness the hilt stood up pretty good. But yeah, the Matrix Blade looks pretty epic. Pretty epic in many ways of one. So yeah, I can't really hold the blade or anything on its own, but there's that. So all in all, will I recommend getting HasLab Omega Prime? Highly recommended, but be wary. Be wary of the quality control with Ultra Magnus and Optimus Prime. You gotta check in before, gotta triple check, make absolutely certain that he's 100%. Because, like, TJ Omega, for example, his copy of Prime had visible cracks showing in the abdomen. But thankfully there's a fix where you can just undo, loosen up some screws, add some. There's even a video. I'll link it in the description. It's a. It'll be in the description. I think it's MGO, not MGO, but you'll see him her in the description below of how to fix HasLab Optimus. So, wow, Omega Prime looks tremendous. He looks epic. Looks incredible. As you can attach blue bolts on the top, just like in the actual anime, and you could hold them as a gun kind of thing. As you saw, you could hold the Matrix Blade, even though that was a disaster. Anyway, But individually, Ultra Magnus and Optimus's vehicle modes look great. Their transformations are phenomenal, but Optimus is a little bit of a living on a prayer moment there. Both getting to and from vehicle and robot mode. The Blue Bolts looks amazing. Like how she, which is basically Ultra Magnus's armament, which is pretty cool. The addition of Cerebros was pretty cool. I like that. Does it hint at a Brave Maximus? I'm not sure if it does. We'll find out in the future. It's not likely, but we'll see. If it is, it's probably going to be a repaint and a slight retool of the Fortress Maximus we got in Titan's Return. So there's that. He literally is. You could literally see Omega Supreme right there. So anyway, okay. Oh yeah, the Prime Super Mode looks pretty cool. The base mode, okay, that was a bit of a half-assed attempt on the base mode. I apologize, but wow, he looks so cool. Omega Prime looks phenomenal. The final combination looks pretty great. It's pretty awesome. The chrome detailing looks so amazing. You could it's just so amazing. It really is. I'm honestly blown away by this figure. Really incredible, really imposing, really awesome, truly out of this world. Really amazing in many ways of one. He looks so amazing. So I would highly recommend, with caution, purchase this figure if you can find it. You won't be disappointed by this guy one bit. It's amazing, incredible. I was so fortunate to have backed this figure up, signing the petition for Omega Prime, and sure enough, here we are. Here we are. 'Tis the season, and we're reviewing Omega Prime. Holy shit! Anyways, guys, that is my video review of the Transformers Generations Legacy HasLab Ultimate Class Omega Prime. Of course, with Optimus Prime and Ultra Magnus, of course, with the additions of Cerebros and Blue Bolt, with the addition of the Matrix Blade and all that. So anyways, I'll see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible with the next video. And yes, so take care everyone. See you soon. Good day. Now, catch you later. Bye-bye.